as you have already completed this base level floor plan with needful elements like wall, column, beam, slab, door, window, etc. Let's see how we can put some text, dimensions, or labels to complete the documenting part for this particular floor plan. The first option which I'll be explaining right now is how to put the text. So to type the text, you just have to go inside the text tool. So double click on that. Make sure you are there with the text default settings. Choose a required font in the text style rollout. Okay? And then decide its pen number, bold or italic, what are the kind of appearance you would like to allot to that particular text, along with its height. Now, that's a very important thing that if you're working with a uh, height of 3 mm, this is nothing but on paper after printing the height of the text is supposed to be. That means it is immaterial for which scale you are supposed to print. Whether you are going to print your plan section elevation for 1 is to 100, 50 or 1 is to 10. The height of the text will be 3 mm on paper because there's a setting in the second rollout of the text block formatting. There is one option known as a paper size. If I change this to model size, then remember this time the height of the text will be the model size, that is directly the height will be considered or frozen to the real units. It is then not going to be the same for the printed output. For example, if I print this drawing for 1 is to 100, then 150 divided by 100 will be the height of the text, that is 1.5 mm. But if I print the same drawing for 1 is to 50, then 150 divided by 50, that is 3 mm. Got the point? So normally we prefer the paper size option whenever you want to set the height of the text. Okay. Now the other things are very simple, like it's an anchor point, then overall rotation of the text, whether it's supposed to be with the fixed angle, or and whether it should be readable, non-readable after mirroring. Wrap text is the width of the paragraph in case you want to freeze it for some particular width, and so on. So you can try all these things later. Now I'm just going to say okay, but before that just confirm that there is one layer by default which says annotation text. So this is the layer which will be get utilized to place the text in your drawing. Now once you say okay, then reading the lower left corner of your screen is important. Draw a fixed width text block or double click for a flexible width text block. So I'll be using the double click option. That means there is no restriction of the paragraph width. I can write the sentence as much as I want as a long for its length. But if you work with the fixed width, that means you have to click two corners, opposite corners of the rectangle. The width of the rectangle will become a paragraph width. So your text, if it is crossing that particular width limit, automatically the next text will appear on the new line. Okay. So let's try to put some simple word. For example, now remember, alignment is also an important issue or a task, and apart from that, even the anchor point. Now if you want to keep both the things as a center justified, for example, alignment also center justified, and anchor point, that is the paragraph will get anchored, or the text which you write will get anchored with its center point. So what will happen if you scale up or scale down, or if you change anything in the text contains, everything will get readjusted with respect to the center of that particular written text block. Okay, so that you can check later, and these are the very simple features you can definitely try and understand. So let me go and approximately stay to the center of this room, and I'm just going to double click so that my flexible width option will start. And now I'm going to start working with the typing the text. Okay, and just click outside to finalize the text. That's it. So try this and then follow the next clip.